This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
Well, hey, everybody. It is the After Party Live on a Trivia Thursday. Thank you for being here. And I have to tell you, first of all, how much it has meant to me to see the comments come through on the Mark Thompson Show fan discussion page of all of your thoughts and memories of having Jim Avila on the show. So thank you for the comments today, the contributions on the Mark Thompson Show in honor of Jim Avila. Just really appreciate it. He was a very special person, and I wanted to say that on this show as well. What's interesting to me is that I've seen the word of his passing on People magazine, and of course ABC News would run something, but it's become this national story on every website. And I forgot that he was so well known in the world, because to me he's our Jim Avila. So it's nice to see this outpouring of support from all over the place. Rev P says, I'm still in shock over Jim. I came in late at the end of the show and I'm devastated. You and me both, Rev P. And thank you for the comment. And hopefully we can, kind of feel that together. It's we knew that it was coming. He had backed away from treatment because he was just miserable. And so we kind of knew that this was going to happen, but it doesn't make it any easier. And I'm sure it comes as a surprise to you. SJ Lola, sad for Jim. Yeah, as am I. Rev P again, sad over Jim, hoping he was on the mend, but knew something was wrong. He was so young. It's true. Jim was much loved, says Nola Fidian. Absolutely. Jane and O says it helped to share the sadness. I think so. If we have this, are able to collectively be together with it, I agree. SJ Lola says maybe this will raise more awareness over kidney donation. And as you may have heard earlier, he did have a kidney donated by his brother that kept him healthier for longer. So I appreciate that, that he had that chance to stay with us a little longer. Kidney disease, Sandy. It was kidney disease. Rev P says, I watched Jim for at least a couple of decades. Yeah. I don't know when they mentioned it, but we played the piece on the Mark Thompson Show, so you can go back and find it there as well. Yvonne says Jim will always have a place in our hearts. I completely agree with you. And as he passed away, the aurora borealis was across America. I like to think that if it's true that a spirit rises, what a view Jim Avila would have had. Because the last 2 nights, there's been a lot of activity as far as solar storms. And here is a view of the aurora borealis phenomenon as seen from the International Space Station. You can see how far it spreads. Here's another shot of this. You can see the space station on the bottom. Really incredible pictures from NASA taken aboard the International Space Station. So that's pretty incredible. That's the astronauts' view of this massive red aurora over North America, a glowing ionosphere, detailed planetary horizon, and we credit NASA photography for that. Here's a picture that was taken in Petaluma, the matter of fact, by a friend of mine, Jennifer. And this is from her house. She says, incredible northern lights in Petaluma. I did not see this. I went out looking for it last night, and it started to rain, and so it was cloudy and it was overcast. I don't know how I made things. I'll tell you. I have some other shots. This is from NBC News, their Facebook page. Here's what it looked like in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Monroe, Wisconsin. There's a shot of the tractor in the fields and the northern lights overhead. There it is from Denton, Texas. Over a farm there as well. Look at how bright pink. And we're back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I have some more pictures to show you from CBS. So that was NBC's offering. And here's the pictures taken from CBS. By the way, if you got pictures that you want to share, and you can see my little overhead there. If you have pictures you want to share, you can always message me, Kim at theafterparty.live. But here's what it looked like on CBS. This is Monroe, Wisconsin from November 11th. That's a pretty good shot. Here it is. Again, Monroe, Wisconsin. Kind of makes the whole field glow pink. You can see the greens in this one as well. Oh, beautiful. Here's the shot in Morris County, New Jersey. You can see the green over the horizon there. Here's the shot again in Monroe County, New Jersey. This is in San Rafael, California. It's at China Camp State Park. Let's see the people lined up, looking out over the bay. I'm so bummed I missed it. This is Geyserville, California, here in Sonoma County. You can almost see the rain starting to fall there and the clouds at the bottom, but still the pink from the northern lights shows up. Again, that's from Geyserville. Here's a shot over Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know what the streaks are in the middle there, but that's beautiful. Here's a shot again at China Camp State Park. You can see it's starting to get pretty cloudy there, but there's still that pink up above. So that's the offerings from CBS. Pretty beautiful. Did you get any pictures? I'm going to the chat, see what you found out. Yeah, Geyserville's pretty cool. The lights were gray in Santa Rosa, says Cameo. Oh no, Heather Kennedy. The streaks were aliens probably, right? Cloudy skies last night, says Ricky, in the East Bay. Yeah, I went out and it was cloudy. There was no way. The colors are fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here, Dan, and always having something so positive to say. Really appreciate it. Tesla de Paris says there was some openings and parting clouds in the wee light hours past midnight. Glad some people saw it, says Yvonne. It's too dark. SJ Lola says, I'm a terrible photographer. Too many city lights to see it, says John. Tammy says, Gordon, North Florida did more of a sunset glow. I couldn't see it in Pasco County. John says, I guess there's one benefit from living in the frozen north. Too cloudy to see anything in San Jose last night, says Sandy. Cloud cover till late at night. Couldn't see it in the last time and not this time. And I've always wanted to see it in person. Me too. Napa area got it from a local Bay Area ABC. Okay, cool. My BFF in Minneapolis took some beautiful pictures. That's cool. Some people in Florida did see it, Gordon. Yeah. I went out looking for the aurora, but only Kim was out there yelling in my front yard, where is it? Why can't I see it? But the pictures are amazing. I'm telling you, just on my side of town even, my friend caught this. That was Tuesday night, though, not last night. But still, amazing. Oh, well, I missed it again. Drat. If you have any pictures that you want to share with me, please do. Kim at theafterparty.live is the email address, and I'd love to show your pictures tomorrow. Okay. And I keep them and keep showing them. I can't bring myself every day. I put new pictures in and delete the old ones. I can't bring myself to delete this picture from Kathy O of the moon or this one from Harry of the moon. Those pictures are just too pretty. So I'll likely keep your picture and keep flashing it up there. We talk about why cats like boxes so much. It turns out it could be evolutionary in nature, that it's more of perhaps a biological thing as to why cats like boxes. They appear to have evolved a fascination with enclosed spaces, kind of like their fascination or their fear of cucumbers. The cats, many of them, use these boxes when hunting. We know cats have different personalities, different energy levels. Some of them lay around a lot, some of them are super active, right? But they all of them get something out of a box. There's a study that was done at Purdue University, and the researchers say one crucial benefit relates to their hunting instincts. That cats that roam free outside occupy a midpoint in the neighborhood food chain where they're both predator and prey. As they hunt for bird or insects, outdoor cats look for hiding spots like bushes or nooks that can conceal them from being noticed by prey or predators like hawks or foxes. And just because they're moved inside doesn't mean they lose that instinct. And so it is that boxes offer a perfect hunting spot with walls that shield them from view and an open top they can use to pounce on potential prey. The researchers also say the boxes are safe spaces. When their environment changes, the box is a safe place to hide. And so there's a natural gravitation towards some of those covered secret areas. And the instinct starts at the cat's earliest moments. A mother cat will seek out a quiet area to birth the kittens. The first experience will be a safe, enclosed space. So, what does all the hiding behavior in boxes tell us about cats? Well, they're involved in hiding, hunting. A cat cowering on the back of a box with wide eyes is likely using a box in a different way than one who's taking a rest inside of it. They say what happens when your cat is a kitten between 2 and 9 weeks old has a lot to do with how they use a box. So during that time frame, when they're exposed to strangers or other pets, kittens will remember if those meetings were positive or negative. If they were carefully looked after and fed regular treats during this time, they'll be more resilient to environmental changes as adults. But if your cat had a difficult upbringing, providing boxes and other quiet hiding spots can be really important to giving them a safe space when they have some kind of threat alarm. The study also talks about right angles and the shape of boxes and how that benefits cats as well. You can find more about it in the magazine Popular Science. Kind of interesting about why your cats do what they do. This one, another story fascinating about camouflage and the chemicals that octopuses use to blend in. This story also comes from Popular Science. They had a bunch of good stuff last night. The octopus's disappearing act could, they hope, help people in a way. The amazing ability to change their skin fast to blend into the surrounding environment involves a process with a natural pigment called xanthomatin. And so, industries have been interested in using xanthomatin in products like paint, natural sunscreen, but it's been kind of hard to research because harvesting xanthomatin from animals is not apparently very efficient. And traditional lab methods are, they say, laborious and low yielding. But there's a team of researchers who has found a way to produce up to 1,000 times more xanthomatin than previous approaches by making a single bacterium do the work. The result is something that we could see help and everything from us understand animal biology to chemistry to cosmetics. We could see this helping the military. Researcher out of Stanford University with a study recently published in Nature Biotechnology says essentially we came up with a way to trick the bacteria into making more of the material that we needed. Usually, microbes resist using their essential resources to create something unfamiliar without really manipulating their genes. But in this case, the scientists linked xanthomatin production to the bacteria's survival. So they started with a genetically engineered bacterium that could only live if it produced xanthomatin and another chemical called formic acid, which kickstarts the growth of that cell. The dynamic is a self sustaining loop. If the bacterium doesn't produce xanthomatin, it doesn't grow. And so, large quantities of this previously rare material have allowed scientists to explore its properties in many ways as an antioxidant pigment, a color changing material, and many different types of products. They are already exploring opportunities with a cosmetic company. They're exploring other practical applications, such as in paints and sensors. The Department of Defense has also expressed some interest in this. The method could work with other chemicals, maybe helping industries transition from fossil fuel based materials to nature based alternatives as well. And it all comes down to xanthomatin, this naturally occurring thing that helps octopuses change color. This story about sperm whales before we head off on Trivia Thursday. And this story indicates that sperm whales use vowels just like humans do in their speech. The scientists that have been decoding whale clicks found patterns that echo the building blocks of human speech. A new study discovering something about their vocalizations that could hint at potential language structures. The researchers say sperm whales exhibit patterns similar to human vowels and diphthongs, which is a connected pair of vowels in a word, like OI and coin, right? The findings, led by Project SETI, Cetacean Translation Initiative, and UC Berkeley, are detailed in the November 12th journal Open Mind. They uncovered, they say, a whole new dimension in the communication systems of sperm whales. What used to be conceived of this alien looking Morse code like system became much more human like. They have a case of underwater vowels in a very different world from humans. The communication system, they say, appears very similar to human speech. They listen to this structured sequence of clicks that sperm whales use to communicate, and realize in 2024 that the clicks are built on a growing sperm whale phonetic alphabet that scientists, since they discovered it, have been working to decipher. Traditionally, they say the codes have been analyzed based on the number of clicks and their timing, but this new study is showing that sperm whales can modulate the frequency of these clicks and that their vocalizations have some similar building blocks to our own, like human vowels, A, E, I, O, U, right? The team found patterns that appear across individual sperm whales for an A vowel and an I, and the whales exchanging these vowels in structured conversation. The sperm whales even have rising and falling, a combination of the two frequencies and their vocalization patterns, suggesting that they are actively controlling these so called coda vowels. So the I vowel, they said, can be long or short in sperm whale vocalizations, similar to how some languages have long or short vowels. The A coda vowel is preferred on some coda types, they say, paralleling some human languages where tones are preferred on some vowels. And it could indicate that sperm whale vocalizations may represent close parallels with how human speech is organized. So far, two different coda quality categories were described within the research, the A's and the I's. But they say the elucidation of sperm whale vowel and diphthongs, combined with previous findings of the phonetic alphabet, showcase the sperm whale communication system is one of the most sophisticated systems seen across the animal kingdom? Super cool. I don't know. I think we have audio. I'll give you some audio of this because I don't think we can do the whale story without audio, right? Here's what it sounds. I don't hear the A's and I's, but I believe it if they tell me it's there. Wonder what it's saying. I wonder. All right, I know you like it. Not all the way to the end of the show, so let's do it now. It is time for woohoo, Trivia Thursday. And since we talked about sperm whales and octopuses, I thought, why not do some ocean trivia? What do you think? Too late now. We're just going to move forward. So I'm going to the chat and he's saying the whale. Yeah, he's saying be aware. He likes the after party live. I'll go with that. Let's go with that. That's beautiful. Deidre says during whale season in Maui, you can hear these clicks when you put your head underwater. Well, they're supposed to be, and I hope I'm not messing up one of the answers. The loudest creature on Earth, as far as their ability to make these noises and then have them be heard underwater. So yeah, that would make sense. Really cool that you heard it though. Sounds like tinnitus. All right, we're moving forward. Here we go with ocean trivia. You guys ready for it? I'm in the chat. I'm ready to roll. First question of the day is about seahorses. All seahorses belong to what genus? It's a name shared with a seahorse-shaped part of the human brain important to memory. All seahorses belong to what genus? It is a name shared with a seahorse-shaped part of the human brain important to memory. It is the hippocampus. Uncle Jim gets it right. It is the hippocampus. Yes, Nullifidian gets it right as well. So does Heather, and so does William, and so does Jennifer L. Hey, Jennifer L. And I'll go hippo with John. And Phineas has it. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to give it to you, Maud. Is that supposed to be a hippo? I don't know. All right. Okay. Maud says Maud did not. Okay, Maud. Maud says Maud did not. Second question. What Italian-derived word is defined as an area of calm seawater separated from the ocean by a line of rock or sand? What Italian-derived word is defined as an area of calm seawater separated from the ocean by a line of rock or sand? And the answer is lagoon, says Donna Holm, and Donna is correct. Uncle Jim says lagoon. That's right. Chris has lagoon. So does Cameo. So does SJ and Gordon and Jane. Sandy. Nancy has lagoon. Lagoon. Close, not legumes. Lagoon. This pasta stuff. It's funny. Lagoon is the correct answer. What word refers to small organisms, including both plants and animals, that are unable to move themselves? selves against ocean currents? What word refers to small organisms, including both plants and animals, that are unable to move themselves against the ocean currents? And the answer is, oh, I see a lot of ideas here. I'm thinking Deidre has it first. Plankton. Plankton is correct. Donna also has plankton, as does Uncle Jim and Heather and John Watson. Well done. And I love the answers. The wrong answers are pretty funny, says Yvonne. I think so too. Floaters, Trump without his golf cart, unable to move himself, right? Pretty funny. Okay, the next question. What species of baleen whale are named for their distinctive triangular skull? The species of whale is thought to be able to live to more than 200 years old. Which species of baleen whale are named for the distinctive triangular skull they have? This species of whale thought to be able to live to more than 200 years old. What kind of whale is that? We've got the right whale. We've got the humpback, the beluga. John Slade has it. I think he's first to the punch with it. The bowhead is the correct answer. The bowhead. So we have John Slade with the correct answer and Phineas with the correct answer. The bowhead whale is right. Next question. Sharks are not covered in scales. Those sharp things are actually tiny teeth. What's the proper name for them? It rhymes with tentacles. Tiny, tiny, tiny teeth that sharks have. My whale knowledge is lacking. Oh no, Myra. The answer is indeed denticles. Sharks have denticles. S.J. Lola has it. John Watson has it. Denticles. Close. Pentacles. Close. Maybe I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say that's a typo, right? Donna says denticles. Mm-hmm. Schmectacles. Testicles. Jennifer L. has denticles. Or dentricles. That's correct. I know, it is weird. This question stinks. Unlike fish, manatees lack a swim bladder, an organ that helps regulate buoyancy. Instead, the prevailing thought is that manatees use what bodily function to control their buoyancy? Manatees use what bodily function to control their buoyancy? Mm-hmm. The answer is what is farting, says John Watson, and that is exactly right. They toot to control their buoyancy. John Watson has it, so does S.J. Lola, so does Uncle Jim, who says passing gas. Sandy has it. Yeah, I know, Maud. Super gross. Toots, says Mama. That's exactly right. Tammy says toots. Gas, says Nancy. That's right. Jennifer L says farting. Mm-hmm. Teacher Lori says farting. That is correct. Mary says, I thought of farting, but I said, no way. That can't be right. I know. Good question. Because it's kind of yucky. All right. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, what word means relating to or living or occurring in the open sea, oceanic? The term is used, among other things, to refer to birds like albatrosses that spend much of their time when they're not nesting out on the open ocean. It is a word that means relating to or living or occurring in the open sea. The word is what? You guys are so good. Rhonda says, I'm super buoyant this week. Pelagic is the answer. John Watson has it. Donna Holm has it. Pelagic is correct. Chris Holm has it as well. SJ Lola has it. B.A. Ware has it. So does Gordon. Pelagic of the open sea. That is correct. All right. What name is given to a number of different marine snails in the family Halitodae? I'll help you out. It starts with an A. What name, starting with an A, is given to a number of different marine snails in the family Haliotidae? Haliotidae? How are you today? Haliotidae. I know people go diving for them a lot. Arthropod, escargot, Alfred. I'll give you the answer. Oh, I don't need to because John Watson says it's abalone. And John Watson is right. It is abalone. JT has it. Jennifer L has it. So does B.A. Ware. So does Donna H. and Nullifidian and Cameo and Jennifer and Teacher. Abalone is the right answer. Yes. Agnathans, type of fish, lack what body part that other fishes do have? Hagfish, lampreys, and agnathans. Agnathans, a type of fish, lack what body parts that other fishes have? Hagfish and lampreys are agnathans. What do they not have? Gills, dorsal fin, brain, spine. Good answers. Paired fins, says Jane. Jaws, says Tammy, and Tammy's right. The answer is jaws. They don't have jaws. Agnathans do not have jaws. That would be creepy if they didn't have eyes or a mouth. Ew. They don't have jaws. Nope. Next question. You might assume the deepest parts of the ocean are also the coldest, but they can actually get pretty warm thanks to which geological phenomenon where magma meets water on the ocean floor? You might think that the deepest parts of the ocean are the coldest, but they can get pretty warm because of which geological phenomenon where magma meets water on the ocean floor? And the answer is thermal vents or geothermal vents. And Chris has it. And so does John Watson. And are seamounts the same as sea vents? I think that might be right. Yeah, kind of underwater volcanoes, right? Where they shoot out the steam or the vents. Smokers. Black smokers. Thermal vents, says Sandy. That is correct. Thermal something. Thermal vents. We'll give it to you, Mama. Thermal vents. Volcanoes, says Donna Holm. Yep. Volcanism. Hydrothermal vents, says B.A. Wares. That is correct. Vents, says Teacher Lori and Gordon. Nice. Seamounts are underwater volcanoes. So that works. Okay, Chris, thank you for that. We need to have Chris should be doing the trivia. We need to have Chris host the trivia next time, right? I think we need to have that happen. All right. Let's do another one. Starfish, sea urchins, sand dollars, are a few examples of which phylum of sea critter that live on the bed of the ocean. They are easy to spot by their typically 5-point symmetry. You know what they're called? Starfish, sea urchins, and sand dollars belong to which phylum of sea critter that live on the bed of the ocean and easy to spot by their typically 5-point symmetry? They are echinoderms. Echinoderm, says Phineas and B.A. Ware. And John Watson, I'll give it to you. That's right. Echinoderms. Yeah, I think that works. Echinoderms is correct. Captain James Cook gave the islands their current name, which comes from the Roman name for Scotland. Grande Terre is the largest island of which French chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean? Captain James Cook gave these islands their current name, which comes from the Roman name for Scotland. Grande Terre is the largest island of which French chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean? And the answer is New Caledonia. Let's see if anybody gets it. New Caledonia. I don't see it. Phineas has it. New Caledonia. That's right. Good job, everybody, though. I love the guesses. It's badass that you guys guess. What two-word novel island is the largest by area in the Pacific Ocean at more than 800,000 square kilometers? It's a novel island, right? There's your hint. Is the largest by area in the Pacific Ocean at over 800,000 square kilometers. So two-word is in this name of this island. Almost. New Zealand is a good answer. The answer is New Guinea. B.A. Ware has it. And that is correct. New Guinea. Well done, B.A. Ware. I like it. I know. Some of these questions are challenging. I'll go back to an easier one. See if you know this one. Hooded, bearded, ringed, and spotted are all species of what marine animals? Don't get nasty with me now. Hooded, bearded, ringed, and spotted are all species of what marine animals? Look, you guys are funny. Oh, yes, the hooded clam. Not clam, not octopus, not worms, not sharks, not clams. B.A. Ware says seals. Yes, seals. Correct answer. Seals. The hooded seal, the bearded seal, the ringed seal, the spotted seal. Yes, you got it right. Well done. Also known as mola or mola mola, which astronomical body features the name of the genus included in the heaviest species of bony fish? I'll make this the last one. Also known as mola, which astronomical body features in the name of the genus that includes the heaviest species of bony fish? It's one of my favorite things to see at the aquarium because they're just so cool looking. It is, yeah, sunfish. Donna says sunfish, and Donna is correct. John Slade also says sun. B.A. Ware says sunfish. Phineas has it. Myra has it. Mola Mola says B.A. Ware. Cameo has sunfish. That is correct. Gotta love that sunfish. They're so huge and interesting. I really love them. Okay. What do you think about doing a little music trivia to wrap it all up? Harry Truman is the first of several US presidents named in what flaming 1989 number one hit song by Billy Joel? Harry Truman, the first of several US presidents named in what 1989 number one hit song by Billy Joel? SJ Lola has it. We didn't start the fire. That is correct. Trevor has it as well. Deidre has it. Sandy has it. And Jim has it. So does B.A. Ware. So does Rhonda, the birthday girl. Yeah, that is correct. We didn't start the fire. Is correct. What Miley Cyrus song claims that she came in like a construction item? What's the construction item? Miley Cyrus's song from 2013 claims she came in like a construction item. What is that item? Yeah, you guys got that one. SJ Lola, Wrecking Ball. Sandy says Wrecking Ball. Deidre has it. So does JT, Cameo, John Watson. I think everyone got that. Donna, Gordon, came in like a wrecking ball. Absolutely. Each of singer Tony Bennett's final 3 albums before his death were duets. Love is Here to Stay with Diana Krall, Cheek to Cheek, and Love for Sale, both recorded with what pop superstar? Each of singer Tony Bennett's final 3 albums before his death had duets. Love is Here to Stay with Diana Krall and Cheek to Cheek and Love for Sale, both recorded with what pop superstar? And the answer is, yeah, you guys got it. It was, let's see who typed it fastest. Cameo says Gaga. Yep, it was Lady Gaga. Yvonne has it as well. JT, Phineas, Chris has it. Jim has it. Nancy has it. So does Deidre. SJ, Jane, Gaga, Gugu. John has it. Tammy has it. Mama has it. Nice. All right. I'll get just a couple more of these and then we'll wrap it up. She went on to have a successful solo career and won a Grammy in 2002 for Let Me Blow Your Mind. Who is this artist? Also the lead singer of, if I tell you the band, you'll know it right away. She went on to have a successful solo career and won a Grammy in 2002 for Let Me Blow Your Mind. Who was this artist? Yeah. Jim says Gwen Stefani, and that is correct. Lead singer of No Doubt. Jim has it, and B.A. Ware has it. Nice. All right. In her 2005 hit Hung Up, Madonna sampled Gimme 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 by which supergroup? In her 2005 hit Hung Up, Madonna sampled Gimme 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 by which supergroup? You got it. Sandy says that would be ABBA. ABBA is correct. Chris Holm has it. So does SJ Lola and Gordon and B.A. Ware. Nice. Not a lot of love for Madonna by Trevor in Hollywood. Oh no. Okay. The next question. What 1993 dance craze was brought into the world by Spanish group Los Del Rio? What 1993 dance craze was brought into the world by Spanish group Los Del Rio? Jim says that's the. Oh, Deidre said that's the Macarena. Jim had it first. Yeah, Jim. There he is, Jim. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't scroll back far enough. SJ Lola had Macarena. Hey, Macarena. SJ Lola and Donna and Jim and Deidre and Tammy and Chris. Monster Mash isn't bad either. Macarena says Jennifer L. Gordon and Sandy and Mama and BA and Ren and Jano, Cameo Nancy, Teacher Lori, Myra. Everyone's got the Macarena. Are you doing it right now? Are you doing the Macarena? Okay. The next question. Despite only recording 3 albums as a group, with more than 100 million record sales, what well-seasoned musical act is the best-selling girl group of all time? Despite only recording 3 albums as a group, with over 100 million record sales, what well-seasoned musical act is the best-selling girl group of all time? And the answer is... Cameo says Spice. Yeah, it's the Spice Girls. Cameo has it. Donna has it. Trevor has it. Chris has it. Myra has it. John Slade has it. So does Deidre and Nancy. They're well seasoned, right? Get it? SJ has it. So does Mama and BA and Ren and Gordon and JT. Well done. All right. And thus we wrap up Trivia Thursday. Thank you for playing the ocean trivia, the music trivia. You guys are always awesome. I have so much fun with you on Thursdays. So thank you for doing that and for hanging out and being here. I will see you super, super soon because tonight it is the Nikki Maduro Show at 5 p.m. Cocktails, mocktails, politics. It all kicks off at 5 p.m. Pacific right here on YouTube. Please join Nikki and myself as we talk about politics and all the things that are happening. And I think tonight's discussion is going to be really interesting. So I hope you will join me at 5 p.m. Pacific and grab a little snack, maybe a little mocktail or cocktail, and settle in and be part of that conversation. The Nikki Maduro Show. All right. I hope to see you then. If not, I'll see you for the big Friday shows tomorrow on the Mark Thompson Show. Mo takes another look at Florida with Friday Fabulous Florida. Michael Schur will be in. Michael Snyder will be in. And then here on the after party, we welcome Tim Sika. But between and now and then, I do hope you make it the very best day that you can. And I will see you right back here on the YouTube in just a couple of hours. For now, bye-bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you.
Well, you have to message me and tell me the categories you would like, my friend. And don't forget, if you saw the Aurora Borealis, send me your pictures. Kim at the afterparty.live. You guys always make it fun with fun answers. Even if they're not right answers, they're awesome. It's not the one we go to, interestingly, but yeah, there's a bunch of good restaurants here.